This is the true story of an ordinary teacher who flipped the fate of a forgotten town in just one bold move. This is the story of a teacher named Erin Gruwell. She was a 23-year-old graduate student from a university in California when she learned that she had been assigned to teach at Woodrow Wilson High School. The school was in Long Beach, which was known for its gang violence and drugs. And when Erin arrived, it was clear to her that this wasn't going to be an easy assignment. The previous year, 87 students from the school had gotten pregnant and more than 60 students had dropped out. And before she even started teaching, some of the students warned her not to come to class without a bodyguard because they were sure that someone would try to kill her. But Erin didn't listen to them and instead decided to do something that no other teacher had ever done before. She walked into the classroom without any protection. But what happened next surprised everyone. She taught there for 3 years, and during that time she changed the lives of many of her students. But she did it in a way that nobody expected. It all started when she entered the classroom for the first time. Instead of introducing herself to her students, she wrote, "I hate Long Beach" on the blackboard. Then she turned around and stared at them, waiting for them to respond. But instead of saying anything, they all started writing on their desks. Soon, the whole class was covered in hateful messages. When she looked around the room, she saw things like, "Go die," "You're a racist pig," and "Long Beach rules." This was exactly what she had planned. She wanted to show them how destructive hate can be. So she asked them why they think writing these words would change anything. They argued with her and said that it made them feel good, but then she told them that writing hateful things would not make them feel better in the long run, and that real change could only happen if they stopped feeding into the destructive cycle. She told them that instead of writing hateful things, they should write down their dreams and goals, which they did. Many wrote about becoming parents or getting married, while others said they wanted to travel the world or start a business. After that, she told them that she wanted them to reread their sentences out loud. And as they did, she noticed that their voices lacked confidence. So she told them that they shouldn't just say the words, but also look her in the eye while repeating their goals. At first, some students protested, saying it was embarrassing to admit their dreams. But she insisted that they needed to believe in themselves if they wanted to achieve anything in life. Slowly but surely, they began to look her in the eye and repeat their dreams out loud. When they finished, she told them that they were beautiful and that she believed in them. But she warned them not to let anyone tell them otherwise. From that day on, they were no longer allowed to write hateful things in class. Instead, they focused on achieving their dreams by working hard and believing in themselves. And after just one semester, their grades had improved dramatically. Erin had taught them that everyone deserves a chance to succeed, regardless of where they come from or what they've done in the past. She had shown them that they could overcome their circumstances and achieve their dreams if they worked hard and never gave up. And her students had responded by putting in the effort to improve their grades and their futures. But she knew that this was just the beginning. If she really wanted to change their lives, she would have to do more than just teach them in the classroom. She wanted to inspire them to make positive changes in the world. So, at the start of the next semester, she came up with a new plan. She divided her class into 2 groups, one representing the Latino community and the other representing the African American community. Then, she asked them to work together to create murals that depicted the history and culture of each group. At first, some students were resistant to working with those from different backgrounds, but she encouraged them to embrace diversity and learn from one another. As they worked on their projects, she talked to them about the importance of cultural awareness and understanding. She showed them how their backgrounds had shaped who they were and how they could use their experiences to make a positive impact on the world. They worked hard on their murals, and when they were finished, they displayed them in the school hallway. The murals were beautiful and colorful, and they depicted the rich history and culture of both communities. They had worked hard to make sure that every detail was perfect, and they were proud to display them for the entire school to see. But she knew that their hard work would mean nothing if their peers didn't appreciate it. So she asked them to present their projects to the rest of the school and explain the significance of each symbol and color. At first, some students were nervous about presenting in front of their peers, but she encouraged them to be proud of their heritage and share it with the world. As they presented, she could see that their confidence was growing. They spoke passionately about their culture, and the students and staff listened attentively. When they finished, there was a moment of silence. Then the room erupted in applause. The students and staff had been moved by the passion and dedication that the students had put into their projects. And she knew that this was just the beginning. Her students had shown that they were capable of great things, and she was determined to help them succeed. In the following years, she continued to push her students to be their best selves. She organized field trips to museums and historical sites, and she invited guest speakers to talk to her students about their experiences. She also created a scholarship fund to help her students pursue higher education. Her efforts didn't go unnoticed. She was named Teacher of the Year by the Long Beach Unified School District, and she was featured in a documentary about inspiring teachers. But she knew that the real reward was seeing the changes in her students' lives. Many of her students went on to graduate from college and pursue successful careers. Some even returned to Woodrow Wilson High School as teachers, inspiring the next generation of students. And she continued to teach there for many years, shaping the lives of countless students and making a lasting impact on the school and the community. Years later, a documentary called The Learning Tree was released, which highlighted her extraordinary efforts. In an interview, she explained that her approach to teaching was all about creating a positive learning environment. She said, "When kids walk through those doors, they have to know that somebody is rooting for them, that somebody believes in them. Because if you don't believe in yourself, it's hard to believe in anything else." Her methods may seem simple, but they were highly effective. She understood that her students needed to feel supported and valued in order to succeed. By showing them kindness and understanding, she created a safe space where they could learn and grow. She also understood the importance of cultural awareness and diversity. She knew that her students came from different backgrounds with different experiences and perspectives, and she used this diversity to create a richer learning environment for all of her students. By encouraging her students to embrace diversity and learn from one another, she helped them develop into well-rounded, compassionate individuals. But perhaps most importantly, she was a role model for her students. She showed them that anything was possible if you work hard and never give up. She was passionate about teaching and dedicated to making a difference in the lives of her students. And her passion was contagious. It inspired her students to strive for excellence and to never settle for mediocrity. In conclusion, Erin Gruwell was an extraordinary teacher who made an indelible impact on her students and the Woodrow Wilson High School community. Through her innovative teaching methods, her dedication to her students, and her passion for teaching, she transformed the lives of countless students and showed them that anything is possible if you believe in yourself and never give up.